discussion for today is impact of recognition to mind that
سلام چطوری؟ سلامتی چه خبرها؟
also to receive, just to be recognized for whatever we've done. It took me back because my nephew, who's living with me recently, he did some. He was very excited to share what happened and how he achieved what he achieved or did what he did. And then at the end of it, he genuinely became silent to um, notice our response in terms of what happened. And then when everybody was like, "Oh, you did so well, congratulations," giving him that confirmation that he did very well, and we're proud of, and compliment him and being make him feel very proud of his achievement. Appreciation for everything we do. I feel like because since a young age, we've always been seeking confirmation, recognition, appreciation from our parents, from our guidance, from our friends. I feel like even when we become adults or become independent and start working, we take it to every single aspect of our lives, whether social or personal, workplace. So, um, unknowingly in our times do not chase it on a frequent basis. And some people are very selfless and just genuinely work hard. But even at that, I feel like every single one of us is a personal need. Not just about being recognized that, oh, well, you did this or you did that. I feel like it has to be genuine as well. And also when recognizing people, especially in the work, not everyone knows everyone in detail, except if you're very close with that individual. It's very important for us to know how important is recognition for that person. Does that person like to be recognized with colleagues around? Does that person just need flowers or cards to be recognized and appreciated? So I think employees or people not only seeing recognition as a means of, oh, I'm trying to keep this person because um, they are very important to me, or they have a they are useful to me in terms of this or this reason. Also, emotional value to recognition is very important. Um, yeah, and there are a lot of impacts, a lot of positive outcomes that come from being recognized, especially both to the individual and the giver of the recognition. I like, personally, I think for me, emotional attachment is way more important in terms of um, um, as a package with recognition, because I think when you are frequently being recognized, even in personal relationships like brothers and sisters, especially if everyone is working towards the same goal, and then you are being appreciated for your individual contribution to your family. I feel like you do feel proud. I feel like even leaders want to be recognized. So that's why it's important for even our parents to be recognized for their efforts. Something happened on a friend's graduation party that I attended. On that party, when my friend was to give a speech about like her life experience in college and how and who supported her, things like that, she did give appreciation to her parents, and you can see that the both the parents became very, very emotional because it's very rare for people in leadership to be recognized because they are always the ones being responsible for giving out the appreciation and the recognition, and then nobody thinks about them as well being recognized. So in that scenario, God has been little till whatever age he or she has grown to. Um, they have supported, they have appreciated, they have contributed individual contributions in that person's life. And then that moment uh, of appreciation that they received was, I'm sure they did hold it very dear and to their heart because it was unexpected as well. And then it was received in front of so many people. And then you can see the emotional importance that was uh, delivery of their appreciation and recognition. Even in the workplace, as we work together as teams, and there are various levels of management that are responsible for this. I think it's important that we recognize each other, whether it's privately, whether it's publicly, or maybe just by cards, but adding a valuable meaning to it leaves a great impact on the individual as well as the organization. And I think it also builds another impact I would say it builds is the connections from it, because I feel like oh, us being regularly appreciated or being needed wherever we are is important. So if we receive that kind of meaningful recognition and appreciation, I feel like we do feel belong and also be pushed to contribute more in whatever, whether it's a team or whether it's personal, social, it's friendship or whatever relationship or whatever thing we engage in, as long as we have that sense of belonging, of oh, we're actually needed and we actually contributing to this. And you also have that sense of belonging and appreciation to continue to do more and better every day. So I just wanted to share this and hear people's opinions. Were there times where when was there a time where you were recognized or appreciated and how it made you feel? And did it push you to do more, or did it feel sincere to you? Or does sincerity in recognition do not matter except if the fact that you are recognized or things like that? And also, if you think recognition can give, it can be in life in general, it can also be uh, specified in the workplace, whatever area of life you want to apply recognition. I would like to hear each and every one of your point of views. Yeah, thank you. You can feel free to share.
Hi, Jessica. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's also a confirmation that you're moving in the right place. Yeah. So if let's say you're doing something right here, but then no one really like recognizes, sometimes you're not so sure if you're on the right track or yeah, but I think when you for what they're doing, that it also affirms them that they're doing something, they're on the right track. Yeah, so I think it's important because it encourages people to be able to do more. I think it encourages also commitment, yeah, where you have like staff or people who are working in an organization and they're able to to stay there for long because they feel like the work that they're doing is being recognized. um I think there is one of team members who when they came in money for the company in the sense of they are working for quite a number of clients. They've been picking up really fast and doing working on so many clients and things like that. And I remember Mola, making the immediate decision to increase this person's salary. Yeah. And I think for me, it's an important thing to be able to recognize when someone has come and they're picking up fast, they're hitting their targets, they're doing more than they're that they're supposed to that they're probably even supposed to do, and you can tell that they're putting in the hours, you can tell that they are putting in the work that they're supposed to do. Yeah, so I think that's something that's very important because that shows that you're recognizing, yeah, you're recognizing that this particular person is distinct, among their peers. You're recognizing that what they're doing is distinct between what others are doing. You can tell that they're putting in a little bit more effort, they're going the extra mile. Yeah, so it's very important, yeah, because it encourages people. And I was just giving you an example just to show that one that we even here at work, we really do take time, with Moonlight to review how people are working, and we do try to make sure that when we see that somebody is pushing above their weight, yeah, that they are compensated, when we're able to compensate them to the level that they should be compensated, or they should receive some kind of increment or some kind of a gift. Yeah. So even with our clients, sometimes we take time out and do something for our clients. Yeah. For example, we might have like some clients who realize maybe have been with us for a while, or we have clients that we realize are always paying on time, like something, something good that we realize that we notice about a client. We try to do something, just even something small. More like always say that something small, like even just sending them flowers or a box of chocolate. It might seem small, but it just shows that, we're appreciating the client for being, what they are to the company. Yeah. So I think it's important because it really encourages people to keep on doing what they're doing and encourages them to even go the extra mile. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lina, for that contribution. I do agree that recognizing um, people's effort do encourage them to do more. Um, and also, I love the fact that you also mentioned that it's a confirmation that you're on the right path, because just as you said, there are times where you're working, even you feel like you're doing more than you want to do, but then maybe later on you're being told, oh, this was the wrong way, supposed to use this approach, and then you just feel like all your effort is in vain. So even receiving, maybe even at the start, just receiving that, oh, you're doing well, keep up the good work, let's keep pushing, things like that really do go a long way. And if changes are needed also, you can also make a change. But I think it does, as humans, because we always want to be appreciated more, because you do not want to be appreciated for the same thing of consistent effort all the time. So that minor appreciation that you might get will push you to be like, okay, let me do more. I think because I was appreciated, let me be appreciated because I did this and this. So yeah, it's a sense of motivation as well for employees. Yeah, thank you for that contribution. Does anybody else want to share?
Good morning. Good morning, Jessica.
Morning, Yudanka, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the topic, Jessica. Yes, I would like to share something as well. I agree that it's really good to have, for example, like I noticed in Moracle, they have Employee of the Month, for example, or anything like that to recognize someone's effort. And again, everyone likes to be appreciated and to show other people from the team that they've reached a point where they were recognized for something they've done. So I feel this is really good as well to, like Linda said, to uh, just this will encourage people to do more because they will feel that they were seen, and that people notice what they've done and what they've reached. And even a simple thank you, it's always nice, when you've done something and someone says thank you. It's just something to recognize what the other person done. But if it's not a workplace, if it's in personal plan, I feel even a card is really nice. Sometimes I don't know if you've had situation like that, but for example, I had a card from someone that I didn't expect for, like, not just birthday, just like that, just to say thank you or something like that. And then you remember this person and you remember the nice gesture, and you feel a lot different. You feel seen again, you feel happy, and yeah, this is a really nice thing to do. Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, thank you, Yudanka. I do agree with you. The feeling that comes with being recognized is amazing. You're motivated, you're less stressed, you feel seen, as you said. And yeah, it just makes your day, even the smallest. I love that you said it's just a card. Whenever you see that card, um, you do feel that you were seen at this moment and then you did something great at that moment. And a simple, even maybe verbal thank you goes a long way for some people, depending on the individual. But yeah, it's really amazing to be recognized for your efforts. And I also like that you remembered me about the employee of the month in Morocco. I remember when I first came to Morocco, even just as an intern, um, you can see that they do recognize people. I was even shocked because I didn't know much about LinkedIn at that time. So I just had like a profile picture there and then just sometimes go in there to just see what's up, you know. And just abruptly, I think it was Noah at that time. He just took a screenshot of it and then sent it over to me. I was like, oh my gosh, why are they posting me on LinkedIn telling people I finished my course? Like it was really but then at the end of the day, when I read like the words that were put there, I felt like very, very like amazing because it was like, oh, so they are taking note that I am working on my cause and then appreciating me that too, not just privately, but in front of the whole world. So it was really an amazing moment for me. I was so happy that I screenshot it, I reposted it, I even spread it like through my family. Everybody was happy. So yeah, just even those little gestures are just amazing. And yeah, so it's just wonderful to have that feeling sometimes. Yeah. Um, thank you, Yodanka, for that contribution. Does anybody else want to contribute? You can contribute, whether it's to add on to what someone said, or was there a time you were recognized, and how you were recognized? Was it a card? A simple thank you? Hi.
Hi,
Sylvia.
Jessica. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
hi.
topic. Just wanted to add something very small to the topic. At the moment, unfortunately, I cannot remember a time that I was recognized, but of course, there are a lot of times that my efforts were recognized in personal life and work life. But I don't know, for some reason, I just can't remember the majority of the time that the efforts that I put into work wasn't recognized. And, I can understand sometimes why it happens. Um, some people's work are results oriented, and some, I mean, like, it depends on the output. Okay, so and the output is easily can be seen by everyone. And some people's work is not like that. Okay, so I mean, like, the result isn't shown easily, and it isn't recognizable easily for everyone. So I completely understand that sometimes it happens that a work of a person whose result can be seen easily and in short time uh, you know, um, more recognized. That person is more recognized. That person's efforts are more recognizable. However, sometimes it happens that your work doesn't have a specific result in a short time, and that's how I see it. And I think that as a manager, myself, I have to consider that for my employees, that they should I should see them. I should see what they are doing. I shouldn't actually be seeing only the results. Sometimes there are a lot of factors affecting someone's work. Okay, and most of them is not the person themselves. Sometimes there are a lot of environmental factors affecting someone's work. And as a manager myself, I try to always see all the factors when I want to evaluate someone. So yeah, that's the things I wanted to mention. And generally, recognition gives motivation. I think a recognition equals motivation, specifically in workplace. And that's something that we have to consider, because if we always just give suggestions and feedbacks, I'm not saying feedbacks are not fine, but if we see that in that way, it kills the motivation. So recognition, congratulations, I don't know, encouragement, it brings motivation.
Thank you, Satira, for that. I do agree with you. I love that you talked about fear recognition and just not focusing on output sometimes, because there are, as you said, factors sometimes that affect people that even would do well sometimes do not do well. So I think it's important to have a fear appreciative work culture, where you're not just appreciating someone on a regular basis and then having all the other employees or all the other team members feel unseen or not valued as well. So I think having a fear one where everybody feels. That's why I like the way Moracle do their employee of the month, it's not, it doesn't just come from management, but they also consider the point of view or the opinion of even other members of the team in terms of who should be employee of the month. And in that way, people do not feel like, oh, I'm not being seen, my opinion is not relevant, or things like that, because you also contributed in making the decision of the employee of the month. So I think just having that appreciative work culture where everybody feels like it is fair, and whoever is recognized for a month or a day or things like that feels valued and recognized, as well as every other team member as well. I love that you mentioned that, and you made me remember the way Moracle do there. Yeah, so yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Does anybody else want to share? I think we have 1 minute. If not, we can end our session for today.
Yes,
Hi, Sylvia. Hi, go ahead.
good morning, everyone. I wanted to share something, but I believe I think we have mentioned everything. Maybe what I wanted to share was about job satisfaction. Where I recognize employees tend to, they're motivated by the recognition. It could be verbal or it could be a reward in whatever form it comes in. I believe there is that sense, there is that feeling you get that I'm noticed, I'm recognized, and I'm appreciated for my efforts. And yes, you'll be satisfied with your job, and probably there will be less cases of looking for employment elsewhere. That's what I wanted to add. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Sylvia. That's very true. When we feel recognized and seen, we also want to belong and keep doing what we do and love what we do. But in scenarios where you feel like you're just trying, nobody's seeing, your brain tells you to give up even and start looking for other options. But yeah, the workplace recognizing that, having everybody feel valued and seen and feel wanted or needed in whatever goal we're trying to achieve is important. Thank you, everyone, for this session and for all your contributions. Over to you, Linda, Sapida, Sahel. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. And thank you, everyone, for listening and participating. And thank you, Jessica, for bringing this topic. And I just realized we are just girls today. So, and I think yesterday was International Working Woman Day, something like that, which I congratulate all of you. And I wanted to recognize all the hard work that you are doing. Some of you are not only working, but you are handling a family, husband and children, and it's not unrecognized, and it's noble of you to do all of these, at the same time. And congratulations to all of you, and I hope you keep this going. And I think we can end our session. Just again, I want to announce that we are closing the Zoom at 6. I still saw some of you had meetings after 6, so I couldn't close the Zoom last night. So please make sure that all the meetings, everything that you are, any business that you have, will be by 6. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you guys later.
Yeah, have a great day, ladies.